I always thought my restless nights were just a case of insomnia, maybe stress from work or too much caffeine before bed. But when I started waking up with bruises I couldn't explain and my blankets bunched oddly around my ankles, I got worried. My doctor brushed it off as sleepwalking, but I'd never had a history of that. Still, I set up a cheap camera in my bedroom, half expecting to catch myself in the act of roaming aimlessly in the dark. The first night, nothing seemed off, though I woke up more exhausted than usual. On the second night, I reviewed the footage with bleary eyes. At exactly 2:47 a.m., my body jerked upright in bed, but my eyes stayed shut. I watched, transfixed, as I slid off the mattress and stood still, facing the far corner of the room. That's when the shadows began to shift, swirling unnaturally, coalescing into a silhouette that was definitely not mine. Frozen to my chair, I watched as the shadow shape moved closer to my sleeping self, its limbs impossibly long and its head cocked at an eerie, unnatural angle. It hovered inches from my face, almost as if whispering something I couldn't hear. My sleeping body responded, nodding slowly, then lying back down as the shadow melted into the darkness again. I would have thought it was a glitch, but the bruises on my arms the next morning matched the places where the shadow's tendrils had brushed against me. I realized then that I wasn't just losing sleep. I was sharing my nights with something else. Each morning the bruises grew darker, and the exhaustion became bone deep. I tried sleeping with the lights on, but the footage showed the shadow only grew darker, denser, as if feeding off the light. Now, every night, I lie awake, afraid to blink, terrified to move, knowing that whatever visits me at 2:47 a.m. isn't leaving, and it's starting to look more and more like me.